Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of CanalTown here in City Skylines. Where last episode, guys, we implemented some of the brand new DLCs, and the one we focused on was the actual hotel ones. We now have a thriving hotel business in CanalTown where it's making quite a bit of money, and I'm actually really surprised with how good it's actually doing. But this is pretty much geared up to tourism anyway. It is the Venice of the world. It is New Amsterdam. But anyway, guys, today I want to try and solve some issues, build some stuffs, and grow some populations. I want to do all the jazz today. And if you are enjoying the series, then make sure you smash the like button down below. And if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, we've got a couple of issues that we need to solve. One of them is the vast amount of vehicles trying to go over this bridge. There's two ways we're going to solve it, and I mean, right now it's not too bad. It was really backlogged, but we kind of like eased the burden around this area, which has made the traffic a little bit more free-flowing. Oh hello, get out of here, you damn fool. What we did was we made it where they can't crisscross here, and pretty much we forced them to do all the kind of shenanigans over there, which is not the best idea, but it's kind of solved the backlog on this side. We had the same problem over on this side, and I'm going to do the same here. And then they might use this as a little loop around, and then pretty much I'm pushing it to that kind of junction as well. So we'll see what we can kind of get up to right now. It's going to be a little bit funky, but I'm going to do the bare minimum here because I've got another idea I want to do. I want to create the Mega Metro. Now, I'll get onto that in just a moment. It's going to be interesting. So what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to pretty much set it up to where they can't crisscross anyone's lines. So you're going that way, you're going this way. You're the right turn. So basically, no left turns, okay? No left turns, which is going to throw a lot of these vehicles through a loop right now to try and get to where they need to get to. But this is the bare minimum I'm going to do right now without changing much, because I'm hoping that my Mega Metro, as I'm going to call it, can actually work quite well for them. So this will ease the burden here. Obviously, it does push all the traffic to then this junction. But I want to see how the game kind of adjusts to this scenario before I change anything. Now that's what's going to be quite exciting. So give them a moment or two to kind of redirect their routes. And we'll kind of see what we get out of this. A lot of them will kind of go around this way to loop back on themselves as well. I could also do the same to this one, which I then do force them to kind of come down here and loop around, which is not the best idea. But, yeah, it's an interesting concept, to say the least. Right, we'll give them a few minutes, see what they then do, and then we'll come back to this. Now, we'll talk about the Mega Metro. I don't know what I'm saying in that voice. I have no idea right now. But we'll come back to the Mega Metro idea in just a moment, because I'll explain it what I mean very soon. But look how much we're making a week right now. Now, do we have a new option within the monies right now? Investments? No. How do we find out how much you're making from hotels? Is this it? Oh, weekly hotel income, 44,000 big ones. What is going on? We don't have like a screen for this, do we? I don't believe we do. Budget, no. How do I view it again? Do I go into... I have to find a hotel, don't I? I can click on this one and then go to manage hotels. Look at that. Look at that right now. So profit versus income is completely different. But I got 44,000 big ones in income coming in. Profit, 17,000. That's pretty good. I'm not going to complain with that. Obviously, some don't really make the big dollar bills because they don't have everything that's required for them to make the big dollar bills. Like this one over here. We're kind of missing out on providing some shopping. Now, that's quite difficult to do when it's all the way out in the water. And when it's also slightly sinking as well. It's quite difficult to do. Now, I reckon here we need to get rid of these little car parks. I'm going to get rid of these because what I could do right now is get some shopping just here. And then that will hopefully... So where it says we've got 0 shopping, I might be able to get 1 or 2 just out of this little bit of commercial nearby. That's if that little bit of commercial wants to build. We do have the demand for it. But we'll see what happens. I think we might need to come back to this one right now. The game is running so slow. How dare you? How dare you? Right, while that does what it's got to do then, should I explain this Mega Metro idea? I think we should. I think we should. Do you know what? This is kind of eased quite nicely. A lot better than I was expecting. A lot better than I was expecting. But anyway, the Mega Metro idea. Now, all the Metros in this game, as you can see, we've seen in the last few episodes, they all run. They all have an endpoint, like this green run there, and then the opposite endpoint is over here. They all kind of, it's like a big spider. They all have endpoints from one side to the other, and the only place where they crisscross is at this station over here. It's the only place that the Metros crisscross, and it's the only way you can get from one line to the other. Now, I want to make a Mega Metro line. One brand new line, Mega Metro, that connects all of these on an outer loop. But I'm going to try and do it, right, just simply by utilizing the current stations. There might be somewhere where I can add in additional station. Like if I'm kind of going between these two here, there might be room for one station there. But I want to add on to these and skedoodle through. Now you might be wondering, Seniac, how in the world are you going to do this? Well, I'll be honest with you right now, guys. I have no freaking idea how I'm going to do this, but it is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. So for example here, right, obviously I've got to try and kind of incorporate all of them going through a big loop, but going from yellow to red is quite easy, because if I go to the Metro and stick it on the tunnels here, I could technically come off just here and then connect to there. And I mean, it sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? It sounds pretty simple, but in practice is difficult. So I could come off here and then bring this right round. So if I brought this out, I'm trying to see if I can actually get it to bend coming off. Yes, I can. So if I just come off there and then straight in. So it seems ridiculous, doesn't it? But that means I can run then. Oh, hold on. I can run then this line going through here to connect to there. So now I've got to try and figure out how I can do that through all the other lines, crisscrossing them, to make sure that we kind of create these connections. It's going to be so difficult. I'm not even going to lie to you right now, guys. It's going to be so difficult. Okay, so already we kind of coming up to a little bit of a challenge. If I came down here, how do I manage to connect to the green and then join the blue? So I reckon what we've got to do is either connect to this station and come off it, or I come down to here, I loop like that to come up to here, to then loop down to there, where then that can loop to here. But then where would that go? No, because we need to kind of bring this down here to loop onto that red. So if that came off here to there, to bring that up to there, to then bring this round to... Wow, this is going to be crazy. Okay. This is going to be crazy, guys. So I'm going to bring it off this. Right, I'm going to bring it off this. I'm going to go to here first to create said connection just there. So that means I can run off this red. So the red one's going to have a couple of stops on this. As you turn off here to hit this one green one. Right. Now this is where it gets interesting, okay? This is where it's going to get interesting. I've got two options. Actually, no. Scrap this idea. Scrap that idea. I'm actually going to come off this. I just thought of a better way to do this. If I loop myself like this, bringing myself round to then connect in. So we're going to come off this here to loop ourselves round down to here. So we get two stations. Or I can even kind of get off the one station and then come off here to switch over to there on a diagonal. Right. This is ridiculous. We can all agree that this is stupid right now. This is absolutely stupid. Right, I'm going to come off here to there like that. Oh, this is ridiculous, guys. This is absolutely ridiculous. So that I can then go here. Hold on. Right, we're not underground here. I should have had it stuck on underground mode the whole time. I should have had an underground mode the whole time, boys. Right, is that all tunneled? That's now all tunneled. We can slightly see it, but we'll get away with it for now. Right, okay. So it goes into here, which I now have to kind of technically bypass the stations like this. Because obviously that's got to join to this one. Right, now this is where it gets difficult. Okay. So I'm going to leave it like... What's going on here? This is still kind of broken, isn't it? Right, we'd have to now work ourselves backwards. Because I can see it's having some slight issues now. As we lead in. Right, this is... I know what you're thinking right now, guys. I know you're thinking this is so stupid. Seniac, please stop. Please stop. And my answer is no. I will not stop. I am a madman. An absolute madman. Right, I'm going to go to here and then connect to there. Which I've now got to pause. Select all of this. To then sink it so I don't cause a freaking tsunami right now. So that connects to there. Right, so that's perfect. So then coming down this green, we've got to connect to this blue. So if I come off here, it's connected to there. And then that blue needs to connect to this one here. That then connects to there. And then into there. Oh, I've got it. We've got it. I figured it out. Okay, so I'm going to come off here. And then literally... like that. Now, obviously, I can see this little bit here sticking out, so I'm going to sink it down. Right, perfect. So that's to there. Right, that is to there. So then we'll have this go to here. Like that. Okay, okay. So there's a stop there. This will come off here. To spin itself round. And then we'll come off here. To bring that as a connection there. Okay. It might not come across great right now in video. But believe me, I've just created a mega loop. I've just created ye old mega loop. Are you ready to have the mega connection? This is ridiculous. You don't understand how ridiculous this now is. So I'll start here. Okay. Let me just make sure that it goes in that direction. Yeah. So starting there, it's going to come up to here and stop off. Then it comes down, pretty much down to here and does a left, which will then connect to this station. And then obviously we're stopping at this station. So some lines will stop at multiple stations. Stopping at here. And it will turn off here to bend up and around to go into here. And it will turn just off there. So some only actually stays in that one line. Ooh. So here is not a great connection. So we might need to slightly adjust how we lead into here. Right, where was we on this? So then we should be able to now... No, we still can't connect to it. This connection here does not want to play ball. Right, it might have been that the issue. There we go. That was the issue, the starting one. So it comes down there, turns off there, goes straight into here. So instead of going into here right now, it completely bypasses it to then end up here. Turns down there to go into this. Oh, I'm not even connected there. That was not even connected, boys. That was not even connected. So where was we now? There we go. So into here. Going down here, bending right round to go back on ourselves. And then we stop doing there, which then turns into this one, which goes all the way to just here, which just leads to there, up to there. That blue one there doesn't have a stop there, by the way. We've got to remind ourselves on that. Into this green line here, to here, and then completing the loop. That is ridiculous. I'm not even going to lie to you right now. That is a redonkulous line. But I love it. Now I got to do the same going back. Now we got to do the same going back. Right. So what this allows us to then do is to have 2 additional lines that now crisscross all the outer lines. So people don't have to then transport themselves directly to the middle. And it just makes connections a whole lot easier. It's going to be a breeze, guys. It's going to be a breeze to now navigate through CanalTown. And obviously, I mean, let's be honest, you wouldn't normally build it like this. The only reason I'm building it like this is because obviously we want to incorporate what we've already done. And the way that it's all currently set up, it has to be like this. There's no other way I can kind of do it. Well, there is, but, you know, this way's better. Right, leading down to here. Oh, it's combining so many lines. These 2 loops might be the most used ones to date. It's going to take a lot of passenger away from the current routes. You know, let's not beat around the bush right there, boys. But, they're needed. They are heavily needed. There we go. That's completed. Right, where was the one over here then? That doesn't look like it was technically connected. It was here. So that stopping in there. There we go. Glorious. Glorious. So checking on those routes then. We've got 5,000 people right now are now using the metro line. So sorry by line name. So it will be number 6 and number 7. Right, I'm going to change these colours. What colours are we not using right now? Right, we'll go bright pink. On both of those. So we now know. There's quite a few stops on them. But there's only 6 vehicles. We can change the vehicles anyway to the 500 capacity metro. Vehicles themselves. So we can transport a lot more people. And now we're just going to give that time for it to now settle. So while that's doing what it's got to do then, how bad are now these areas here that we had to change? So everything all flows, which is great. They are utilizing more of a loop here, which is completely understandable. And why don't I apply the same logic to here? Now, obviously, this is not the best of ideas, but hey-ho. It's a very simple way to control this traffic. It's not really an issue now. It's not really an issue now, but if we apply it pretty much going all the way around, then we just get these sweet little loops. Sweet little loops, boys. So they'll utilize this here to go around to flip up back on themselves. But if I connect this road coming in, they might utilize this to kind of come down as well. Now, I don't know whether it's a good idea to actually connect going this way. But I'll just try and ease the burden for them ever so slightly. I mean, come on. You gotta do something right, guys. You gotta do something to kind of ease their pain. And that'll play a massive part with them getting into the right lanes to go through all of this. I mean, you have some of the issues down here as well, which you could also apply the same logic to this. Now, it does slightly hurt me to do this on this area. But the way it's all set up, I know it does push the traffic elsewhere. But they can utilize other ways. I mean, they can utilize this to kind of flip around. I mean, over here is quite bad as well. What you need is some underpasses or some overpasses into some other areas. But, yeah. I don't know where you would actually pull it, because we don't really have the space for it. But I'm not, I mean, I don't want to get too thrown into this too much. We'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens anyway. Right, glorious, 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 glorious. Things are on the up. Things are on the up. Well, what's going on with these guys right now? Citizens are sick. Oh, sound pollution. Hang on, how bad is it around here? Okay, it is kind of bad. It is kind of bad. Should we try and plant down some trees? So, on my strength right there. Can I also have this open? Yeah. Right, no idea I'm going to be able to try and squeeze these in. Because you can create natural sound barriers with trees. It's eased it ever so slightly. You see it starts to slightly change. That comes off it a little bit. Did it change it a bit more there? Oh, there is a metro light station just there as well. Right, I've gone around the entrance to the metro station, which should hopefully help us out a little bit. Right, we're planting these at the back of the stores. Well, that's a lot there. Press play. See, that's taken away a little bit as well. That's what you've got to do. People forget that trees are natural sound barriers. And we'd slightly ease that area up as well. So it's probably going to look really weird. Alright, let's help that area, right? Same with there. Who else is complaining still? I mean, the obvious thing would be to move the commercial. There we go. That's really helped it. Again, they're no longer complaining about the issues. Like, these guys are complaining big time. Just see what we can do in here. Oh, it's a bit tight knit around this area. Right, it takes a little bit away, but it is very tight knit around this section. I don't think you can get much out of this one. Well, how ridiculous does it look? Do you know, it doesn't actually look too bad. You can kind of get away with it. You don't even know. There you go. They're no longer sick. Right. That was an easy solve. That was a very easy solve right there. I mean, these guys are going to complain as well. But to be honest with you, looking at it like this over here, let's move that there. There's a lot of space here you can work with. So, okay, let me reduce my. I got to put some stuff around here. It's as red as anything around here, isn't it? Right, you ready? Play mode? Like, literally minuscule. Nope. I don't think all the trees in the world are going to help us here. Not really, no. Right, if I go a little bit crazy with the trees here. It took a little bit off. It took a little bit off. Hasn't really done much. Nah, you're not getting away with it around here. It's eased the burden slightly. You can see how it is going to all come together. But yeah, you can get carried away with this, guys. You can get too carried away. So I'll leave it like that. Anyway, so how are we looking over here then? Now we've kind of caused all this. It's all free flowing, which is great. It is great. Over here, I do push it down to there. They probably utilize this loop a bit more as well. But like I said, it's all free flowy is the best way to put it, right? Okay, so less people are now using the metro line, but that's because we have to rejig them to kind of get them onto where we want them to go now. And like, oh, look at this! Oh wow, look at this station over here. This one's got so many people wanting to get on board right now. There is a train about to approach. We might need more vehicles on this, solely because of how big the loop is. So one's about to approach right now and hopefully pick a lot of people up. So you gotta wait your turn, boy. You gotta wait your turn. It's the pink one now coming in. So how many get off, how many get on? It should be a full train. Yeah, it pretty much is. So the other line over here right now for the other one. I'm going to assume it's the same for this one right now. Yeah. We're going to get 10 in total on each of these. So I can see these being quite important, quite vital, and quite heavily used. So it looks like we're carrying less passengers. It's because they're all now standing at a station that they can't get on a train for because the trains take too long to get here. But they'll eventually come, boys. They will eventually get here. So no worries, no stress, no dramas. No dramas. Plane has just landed over here, by the way. 200 people on board. Damn. See, this still does work. Oh, another plane coming in. We have 174 people on board. Damn. We got loads of people entering the area, don't we? That's kind of crazy. Right, we're now more connected than ever. We're making more money than ever. Oh, did these... Where is this? Did this now get the guest that it required? Yes. Still not enough to make it make a profit because we're missing out on sightseeing location stuff. So we got to build something like park, something kind of close out. I wonder if I can get something right here then. So what if I built a carousel? Oh, let's see. Is the carousel too much? Probably. I'm trying to think, is anything small we can maybe squeeze in? I don't think you're going to get away with it. Anything too small. I mean, what else we got here? Oh, okay, we lost out on not having the car parks, didn't we? Because we had the car parks there before. We got a fishing pier I can maybe squeeze in. Nah. Bit too much, isn't it? Put a skate ramp here. What if I extended the road just ever so slightly? So, just going around there. Like that. Just do something a little bit different there. I could try and squeeze in some actual park stuff. that'll be somewhat of a benefit. Like, I'll put that there right now. That should then provide... Oh, no, it doesn't. Cluster Park's unique buildings. Oh, no, it does! 5. There we go. So that's slightly upped it. And unique buildings as well. That's another one. Oh, look at these park ponds as well. These are nice, aren't they? The Sidewalk Restaurant. That's way too big. Sidewalk Cafe. Okay, that's small enough. I can squeeze a little cafe in. Let's put it on the corner there. Squeeze a nice little cafe on the corner. So that ups it now to 14. And right. What else could we get in? That would be pretty good. Jet ski rentals. Riding stable. That's a bit too much. What is this one here? This is the tourist park. Right, I'll go for a tourist park just there. And we're now at 24. It's now actually making a profit. So that's turned away quite nicely. And I'm trying to see if there's anything unique we could kind of throw in. Way too big. Way too big. I think anything else right now will be slightly pushing it. Oh! The boat museum right on the edge of it. Oh, wait, hold on. Does that not actually go in the water? Oh, no, I built the wrong thing. You fool, Sediak. Right, I'm going to build that right there. Boat museum. Just to give these guys exactly what they need to get maximum monies coming out of it. Perfect. That's quite a nice little kind of way to end it right now, isn't it? I'm quite impressed. Very impressed. Right, guys, we're going to end it for here right now. I hope you did enjoy this. We'll quickly... There we go, 5,200. We'll quickly check these lines right now. They're becoming quite heavily used. This one's overtaken 2 of our previous ones. And they're only going to get busier and busier and busier right now. I'm going to take a quick look. Still a fair few people that got to be moved around. So, very interesting to see. Whether or not they become the most popular ones, I do not know. I do not know. Only time will tell. Wow! That's just jumped even higher right now. Wow! Okay, we're going to have to keep our eyes on this, guys. We have to keep our eyes on this. For some reason, this one's got 17 and that one's got 18. I think I might have missed a stop. I'm going to have to kind of look and see what happens. But guys, for now, we'll end it. The Mega Metro has been completed. But until next time, I see you all soon. So, goodbye.